Hello and welcome to Smoke Mayor's Gaming and Car Talk. We're back on Warhammer 40k today, and specifically we're going to be looking at the video I made the other day about Morven Val and Paragon attacking a Chaos Knight Despoiler, because I forgot something quite key, and I forgot the Righteous Paragon's ability of the Paragon Warsuits, which gives them +1 to hit and +1 to wound against vehicles and monsters, of which this Chaos Knight is classed as a vehicle. So these are the basic stats of the Morven Val and the Paragons. We're also going to have a look at the Righteous Repugnance ability that Morven Val has, to see if that gives you good value for a miracle dice, and we're going to take a quick look at Tank Shot to see whether that's good value for a command point. Here's the Chaos Knight that they're attacking again. Key figures, toughness 12, 3+ save. Has got an invul 5+, but that's that. 22 wounds, so those are the important figures. Toughness 12, 3+ save, 5+ invul, and 22 wounds. Moving on, this is how much damage you could theoretically do with perfectly lucky dice rolls and perfectly unlucky dice rolls for the basic sisters on their own, and then we're going on to the same but with Morven Val. So that's the sort of benchmark we're looking at. Now, the next thing we're looking at, Paragon Warsuits on their own, without Morven Val attacking the Chaos Knight with him, shooting and charging. Here's the spreadsheet, and we can see that suddenly that +1 to hit, that +1 to wound is making a massive difference. Obviously, I've also accounted for the sustained hits on the heavy bolter there. You know, we're looking at now the melter doing, theoretically half the damage on its own. Overall, we're looking at the best combination of weapons for these Paragons do 0.73, so that's more than 2/3, more like 3/4 of the 22 wounds of your Chaos Knight. So, yeah, one round with just the Paragons should theoretically nearly take it out. Moving on to including Morven Val, which is going to add to the Righteous Paragons +1 to hit, +1 to wound reroll. So you put 2+ hit with a reroll. A lot of your wounds are going to be 4+, 5+, 3+ with a reroll. We're now looking at doing massive damage. So Morven Val's Fidelis, you're looking at nearly 2 damage. The Prioris missile from the Sanctorum missile, 3 damage. Heavy bolters on the Paragons is up to nearly 6 damage. The melter gun's 19.95, so theoretically, a little bit of luck on the dice rolls, you should be able to actually kill that knight just with the melter guns. When you get down to the melee weapons, Morven Val's looking at 4.26 wounds, and then your maces and warblades are doing 5.3 and 3.89 respectively. So there's actually suddenly a whopping 1.85 models killed from the best combination, so you've nearly got enough to theoretically kill 2. Now, if we add in Morven Val's Righteous Repugnance by discarding a miracle dice for those extra 3 attacks on the Fidelis and the Lance, that best combination is going up to 1.93. So you're really having to have some quite bad luck not to take out a knight in one turn. And if you want to make it really short and you throw Tank Shot into the equation, that means you're then going to be talking about potentially, again, the Despoiler is looking on average getting 4 hits out of Tank Shot if he charges. The Paragons are only toughness 7, hitting it on 5 for the mortal wounds that it gives you is 2.3. So that extra 2.3 wounds makes an even bigger difference. So if you're thinking about taking Morven Val and some Paragons and you're facing an army that's got a lot of vehicles, you've got some massive capacity to do some proper anti-tank damage with them. If you can't afford to take Morven Val and the Paragons, if there's vehicles in their army, even just taking Paragons on their own is going to be pretty good. You've got +1 to hit, +1 to wound, and you've got twin linked on the shoulder weapons. You've got sustained fire on the heavy bolters. You could always get a couple more wounds by paying a command point for tank shock. If you're facing some big infantry and you've got the points to spend on Morven Val, and you're going for vehicles, even better. 2+ to hit for everyone on everything. Your wounds are going to be 3+ to 5+, even against toughness 12 things. Those melter guns are going to be wounding on a 3+. You've got a reroll on your wounds as well. That massively increases your chances. You can always throw in discarding a bad miracle dice for righteous repugnance, and you can always use another command point to play tank shock to get that extra couple of wounds off. All in all, you can take down some seriously tough stuff if you can get the first shooting and charge on them with Morven Val and the Paragons. Anyway, I hope that's fixed the issues which I missed in the last video, i.e. forgetting about righteous Paragons. And I hope it's given you something else to think about with the righteous repugnance that Morven Val has, and also the capacity to use tank shock to get a couple of more wounds in there. They are a great unit. I've played them, and I've played them in every game, so hope you've enjoyed it, hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if there's any particular units you'd like me to analyse with my maths, just drop me a comment. Thanks a lot.